worked out what was here. We then bust in the front door, killed everyone inside, including a fake dragon. I met this like lovely friend of mine here who is a bat. He's told us the other dragon is somewhere away. He knows where that is, and he said he'd take us there because we seem nice.
I admittedly
Also
completely
have,
forgot about that bat.
Yeah, I totally forgot about the bat as well. I remember you killing, well, not killing, but knocking out the slaver dude with a rat of the bollocks.
Yes.
See,
That is
We
another
have him in
thing that
custody as
happened.
well.
that's an important detail to remember, because as soon as you finish your short rest, he's also feeling a bit more awake.
It's fine, he's tied up.
Someone's got rope on them, yay. Because I don't.
Everyone has rope on them. It's part of the packs you get when you start the game.
Yeah,
Even
it's
though
not
even
part
in
of
the
every
Scholars
pack.
Pack.
it's not part of the Scholars Pack.
Oh,
I was going to say, I've got a Scholars Pack that don't have rope in it.
never take a pack that doesn't have rope.
Scholars are not allowed rope.
That's not true. The Scholars Pack's incredibly useful. You can immediately, like at the start of an adventure, I immediately solved a side quest because they needed some paper and ink. And they were like, go to this wizard and like, who's been taken captive by some bandits to go get some ink and stuff. And I was like, no, here's some paper and ink. It's the most useful pack.
I mean, I
Any
feel like you
pack
didn't help
without
the
rope.
issue of that wizard, though.
Oh
Any-
yeah, well, you know, if
any
we didn't
pack-
really care about them.
If
Any
we didn't
pack
know them,
without
doesn't matter.
rope-
Sounds like it's them problem.
Any pack without rope is a pointless pack. We're
It's-
I'm a pointless pack.
Anyway.
Yes, you are. I didn't want to be the first one to say it. You're a non-roped pack. That's what you are.
Shit.
That's the new
So
insult. I'm gonna
you
use.
have-
It's gonna be great.
You have like 2 rooms that you haven't explored in this place, or you can just follow the bat.
Come on, bat friend. Let's go.
I will go and look in the rooms.
The bat only knows a sense of direction, so it just tells you like, you need to be heading
This
this
room?
way.
Actually, are there any
question?
other? I'd like to go and look in the rooms.
I would kind of like to do that as well, see what we can find in here, or see if there's any more mooks to fry.
So
Sure,
the bat
the-
wants us to go this way, or does the bat want us to go this way?
That way. Like it wants you to head essentially in
Southwest?
yeah, it wants you to head southwest.
But there's nothing, nowhere to go southwest.
No, like you can presume it wants you to like go outside the building and then head southwest.
Okay.
Because it only knows the direction
I was
that
thinking the bat probably means like geographically speaking.
it can only move in that direction. It only knows the direction. It can't like it doesn't know left, right, then take another left.
Okay. Sit with me, buddy. I think these people are gonna spend some time ransacking this, walking through this place very politely.
Yes,
Okay.
I go into here.
I'm gonna start
you-
giving them some fruit.
This is an empty room. The only rooms that you have not seen through are these ones.
I'll go
There's
into
two
here.
rooms back here.
I was also moving
what
to go
about-
there.
What about up here?
Graham, you have already seen in that room. It's
Yeah, I
a
mean, can you
teleport.
unshade the
Yeah.
entire area down here?
Sure.
Thank you.
You've seen into
Teleportation
this.
circle.
There is a teleportation circle in there.
Tempted. Very tempted.
Just like step through and go, did this guy get an in through the window and then back out again?
So before you stand 2 doors.
One tells the
can-
truth.
The other tells a lie.
No,
Behind
the other one
both-
also tells the truth. It's kind of just a weird door where they all tell the truth.
behind the seams in one door, there seems to be light emanating from that door.
Which door is the light coming out of specifically?
This is the door the light is coming out of.
I'll go and open it.
Okay.
Door to the fire planes.
Ooh.
How do you open this door? There is a small panel next to the door with buttons.
He's taking a step back.
I would like to try and Smash the door.
You attack. Roll to hit the door. The incredibly thick metal door.
I presume D20 plus strength, since I'm essentially just shoulder barging it.
If you're not attacking it with an attack, then yes.
4.
You
Then that
just
one.
you go run up at the door to shoulder barge it, and you bash into it, and nothing. You just fall off the door harmlessly.
I will try again.
Okay.
Can I get a description of this door before he starts doing that?
Before you stands an incredibly, well, it's not the largest door, but it definitely looks like it's incredibly sturdy.
Made of metal. Has it got hinges or something? Or is it another one of those sliding jobbies from earlier?
It seems like the door would slide from the top, like it would move up and down.
I want to try this, but if we're reluctant to burn a spell slot. I'll let him do that.
Lauren, you bash into the door, and the door looks slightly damaged. You leave a small dent in it.
Alright, screw it. I'm gonna try this. Get my counter sheet back up. I'm wanting to do is cast enlarge reduce to reduce the door and hopefully have it fall out of its own frame.
You're casting enlarge reduce on the door. Hang on.
But I need to go on your spells list and double click that, yeah.
I mean, yeah, that would be helpful because I'm just wondering if it can it only targets creatures or not. Creature or object you can see within range.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure it works on objects.
Choose it not can't save. So you're reducing the door.
And hopefully it'll just like flop out of its frame, or a paladin friend here can catch it.
Or it can fall and squish him. Either way.
It doesn't reduce reduce its weight down to like an 1/8 or something.
It does.
Reduction decreases its size by 1 category.
It does reduce its weight, I believe.
Yes, it reduces its
pretty
weight
sure it
1/8
does.
in dimensions to half of all of its dimensions.
Yeah.
So you cast enlarge reduce on the door.
We are dead.
You see as the door begins to shrink, it gets caught on various fixtures that were holding it in place, and they all begin to start shearing off each other.
I step back from the door.
Can you both make a dex save?
Oh.
Yeah.
As
12. I presume 12's not good enough.
and the kobold as well.
Yeah, no, it's still loading. My computer's being very slow today.
Also, Joseph, I figured out why my HP was weird.
Mhm.
What happened when we talked last? I got a feat. What did that feat do? It increased my con by 1.
Ah, yes.
So that's the explanation.
You both take 10 damage as various bolts and like sliding fixtures essentially ping off into you.
Sorry about that, Steve. That did not go as planned.
It's okay.
But
Just as long as there's people to murder through here.
the door then sort of... Okay. You would expect the door to also fall, but something grabs the door. And also, can you make a strength save, Mr. Paladin Boy?
21.
Ah, nice. You feel something incredibly bright grab you. And can you make a wisdom saving throw, please, as well?
I'm good at those.
Nice. You are not
Unclick.
blinded by the absurd amount of light pouring from inside this door.
Can I chop at the thing that tried to grab me?
Roll an attack.
16?
You do not hit this thing. Or you do, but it seems to be too tough, whatever you're cutting at. Koboldy boy, how do you want to react? You see weird rays of light essentially wrapping around.
I'm kind of fucked because of sunlight sensitivity.
Yep, this boy. Can you make a wisdom? Can you make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage because you are sunlight sensitive?
I'll say,
Very bright.
I'll say, why did you try and grab me? Light bulb.
Yeah, you are blinded for 1 minute.
I am.
Yes, Mr. Kobold, because
Oh.
whatever. Also, Kato, in the distance, you see an incredibly bright light shining from these stairs.
Oh shit, the paladin fucked up again. We've
Uh,
only known
Lauren-
him for 2 days.
Lawrence, you do not get a response. But you do feel like it's trying to pull you again. Can you make another strength save?
You can try and pull me,
Damn,
but
fair
you
enough.
won't.
You hold your ground. What do you want to do now?
I will back off to here.
Okay.
Kato would like to shout up towards them where he can see the light coming from. Hey, you guys, get back out here, and then shout to wherever he thinks Croc was and Kangaroo Jack was, and like, hey, guys, get over here. Something's going up.
Huh? What? I thought we were done.
I thought so too, but they've opened something.
They've opened the gates to hell.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mark kind of like scrambles out, following this, just trying to follow the sounds. Like, I think we opened a doorway to a Lovecraftian hell.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Kind of falls down the stairs a bit. Oh wait, are those upgoing stairs?
Yeah, the stairs go up.
Oh, I kind of like flop over the top of the top step.
Jack is gonna use his movement to basically come over and grab you and pull you back to where you need to be, like round with us behind the pillar.
Okay. That's where people want to be. Lawrence, what do you want to do?
Does anything look like it's coming out of the door when I move back?
It's too bright to make anything out inside the door, but you notice that the rays of light that seemed more tangible only reach out a small amount from the door. Once you've backed enough away, you don't seem to be getting grabbed anymore by these rays of light.
Can I move to this door?
Yes, you can. You do have to like walk around the rays of light, but you can get to it, yes?
Yes. Is there a panel nearby?
There is.
Can I go to the panel and try and open this door as well?
Sure. How do you want to do this? What buttons do you press on this panel?
Well, I'd like to read the panel to see what's on
It
the panel.
has a list of numbers, seemingly ranging from 9 to 0.
I'll press 0.
You press 0 and a little display pops up at the bottom with 4 sort of markings, and then one of the markings has another marking above it.
I'll press the one with the little marking above it.
It's more like a display, nothing really happens.
I'll press 1.
Okay, another marking appears underneath one of these sort of underlining marks. Uh, you press more button.
I press 3.
Okay, another marking appears.
I press 4.
Another marking appears, and then all the markings disappear, and the word error appears.
Oh. Okay. Uh. Hmm. I'd like to stab the panel.
Roll to hit.
16.
You hit the panel. Roll damage.
5 damage.
You scratch the front of the panel. Your sword looks a bit dull because of it.
I'll put my sword away. Uh. I'll walk back out here.
This dude is just sort of like crawling along.
Which dude?
Right, yeah, we didn't interrogate the slaver dude. Or we're gonna do that just before we
He-
leave.
You just see him like rolling down the stairs and sort of like worming his way over to the door.
I'll stand here. I'd like to put my
Ah,
butt on his back.
I say
Hey.
it.
Hey, you've got a little whip before you can see.
Enough.
A minute in D&D takes forever to pass.
And like in combat, it's like 10 turns or something.
Yeah. I'm just gonna shout at the guy who's on the ground. Hey, what was in there? Point.
boss was like experimenting on stuff, and he put some stuff in those two. I don't know. It was just his latest experiments.
If that thing's open and the thing inside is like shining its light out, should we all be not here anymore?
I don't know. The boss just said that we weren't allowed to like get near it, but
Why?
like he has moved it out of his room before. He said it was important and valuable in some way.
Valuable in some way, you say?
Yeah, that's why we're not allowed to get near it.
In what way is it valuable? Did he explain?
I don't know.
Steve,
I'm
throw him to
I'm
the
the
thing.
muscle. I don't know about like the weird magic experiment.
Steve,
Sorry,
do you
what?
want to throw him to the? Do you want to throw him to the big thing?
Yeah, I'd like to drag him towards the door, the shiny door.
Okay. And then do you just leave him for the tendrils to grab and suck into the door?
No, I will throw him in.
He's gonna lob him at whatever he thinks is at the center of the light. See if he can
Okay.
make contact.
Go into the light. I'm just
You-
shouting, eyes shut.
You throw him into the light and he gets dragged in. He starts screaming, and then the screaming ends. The light begins to change and flicker.
I will back off here.
And
And yeah,
Kato would like to lean into everyone else. Goes back home. Human sacrifice was how we solved all of our problems.
Croc just like nods silently.
Angry gods always appreciate human sacrifice.
and then moments later, the light completely fades out.
I'd like to move back over to here and have a look in the room.
Okay. When you look into the room, you see the person you saw get thrown in there. If the reveal area tool would work.
That doesn't happen.
but he seems different. His eyes are completely just shedding light wherever he looks, and it seems he's wearing you clothing. It seems to be like white armor of some description.
Now he's gone
He also
into an
has
anime
strange-
transformation.
He also has strange red markings across his entire body.
I'll ask, are you okay?
He starts levitating.
It's not really an answer.
I'll say, whilst interesting, does not answer the question. I will
He
back off
just
over here.
he seems to ignore you and just starts moving away. This time significantly faster than before.
Can I?
You also notice he's no longer bound by rope.
I know. When he comes here, can I have grabbed him? Like, not to restrain him, just like put my hand on his shoulder, grab him.
Yeah.
not to
As
touch.
you go, as you go to grab him to like, just stop him from leaving, you don't touch him. Your hand simply passes through him. And you also notice that when your hand comes out of him on the other side, your hand is now glowing. He then starts flying above you all.
I will shout heretic
Starts
at
making
him.
his way to the exit.
Um,
And then, once you see him get to the exit, he just starts moving upwards and out of your vision.
Interesting. He didn't
that is
respond to
never going to come back to bite anyone in the arse. This was a perfectly reasonable thing to let leave.
Cock continues just silently nodding.
We've
I mean,
done,
Mox would have some of the ad, but he didn't see any of this.
Your vision has started to like come back in.
Just as the aberration leaves us,
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
blinks and goes, "Okay, what happened there?" Everyone quiet.
Human sacrifice was successful.
I will look at my hand. That is glowing.
It continues to emit light. Your hand now emits light. Emits bright light for 10 feet and dim light for 5
I
feet.
take out my saber and I my like bone saber and I gesture to the paladin asking, does he want his hand cut off because it's been corrupted?
No. This is interesting.
Are you sure? I've got a saber right here.
Yep.
I think he might be compromised by the creature.
I'll compromise you in a minute.
I'm starting to believe you.
We should probably keep an eye on him just in case.
Definitely.
So you have door number 2 to investigate next,
Since I
if you want to.
kind of want to, but at the same time, I'm like, getting a full story out of that other guy about what's behind there. Considering what happened with the first door, maybe not.
It was bright light for 10 feet, right?
Yes.
And-
You shed bright light for 10 feet and dim light for a further 5 feet.
Kato's definitely on the I'm just waiting for you lot to be satisfied so that we can head with my new bat friend. He's like my second best friend now.
I want to figure out what's behind door number 2.
I can imagine like Croc and Kangaroo Jack look at each other like, second?
Which of us has he replaced?
And we both agree we don't like the bat.
If Steve the Paladin's gonna try and get into the door, he might as well go for it. We might leave while he's doing it, but he can go for
It's
it.
fine, we're hidden behind cover.
how
Kato's
are you
being
gonna
brave
try
and
and-
stand out the center so that he can transform into
How are
something.
you gonna
to
try and
protect you all.
get through this door?
Is there a way in which I could, like... I presume it's the same as the other door, so is there any way in which I could get my fingers underneath the door to lift it?
No, not really.
Can I knock on the door politely?
You can knock on the door lightly.
And say, please let me enter.
You say that? Doesn't really seem like it's done anything.
I will go to the pad that I tried to cut before. I'll just put in random numbers until something works.
After 3 attempts, it says attempts remaining 4.
I will stop once that appears. And I will. Alright, that's right. I didn't actually take any spells. I'll call out to everyone over here. Does anyone know that spell that was used before that made the other door tiny?
Ah.
My eyes.
He's just remembering the flash. He's just like, no. I could, but unless we release another aberration into the world.
I'll deal with it.
Anyone else think this is a good idea?
Me?
You do not see light pouring from underneath the crack of this door.
Anyone else who isn't the paladin? Right.
Croc stops his nodding.
I'll do the thing.
Okay. Do you want to like take cover on the stairs before you do it?
I'll take cover on the stairs.
I'll just get my character sheet. Yeah, because enlarged reduce isn't much, is it?
Yeah, it's like it's 30-foot range.
Yeah, 30-foot range, so I can move. I take cover behind the massive brick shithouse that is this paladin.
Cool.
Lawrence, I'm imagining
you and-
your character's fucking massive.
Oh yeah. Like
You and the paladin sort of like
yeah.
You and the paladin sort of like hunker down on the stairs. You just raise your hand above the stairs to cast the spell, and then sort of quickly tuck it under. And the door shears off again. This time you don't have to make a dex save because
we're on the stairs.
you're safe.
I'll once the shrapnel's passed, I'll stand up and walk here.
This time, you see nothing as you stare into the room. It seems like pure blackness and darkness.
Ah, so the light door and the dark door.
Tendrils of darkness wrap around you
And I will.
and try and pull you into the door.
I'm shocked. I did not guess that would happen.
Yep,
Wow.
yep. Never saw this coming.
I will actually step inside.
Okay,
Uh,
you slink inside the door.
So while he's doing this, Kangaroo Jack will take this time to run over, grab our wizard friend, and drag him back behind cover.
I was because it's darkness and because I get advantage to pack attackers. I was just about to start filling this room with fire. That fire won't hurt our paladin friend, but whatever the hell has got hold of him might just get wrecked by it.
Why wouldn't it hurt the paladin?
Because of my sculpted spells, evocation, I can protect him.
Do we want?
Lawrence, you feel
Yeah.
like something is entering you.
In what way?
Sort of in your mind. You feel like something has made a home there.
Okay.
You also, Wizzy Boy, you see that the darkness is shrinking and begins swirling and pouring into the paladin. That is what you see. And then the darkness finishes swirling inside of the paladin.
Is he not getting like a wisdom save or anything?
Do make any attempt to resist this, Lawrence.
Initially, yes.
Okay, roll a wisdom save.
Oh,
See this, and I'm gonna use one of my new spells.
Okay,
Uh,
you
but I say
Give me
initially
level
yes,
up.
but then
you feel the
after that,
darkness
no.
gets you feel the darkness gets repelled by you, and you successfully manage to expel it. What then happens is
I was
the
just
darkness refills the room and throws the paladin out.
okay.
Are
I
you
see
guys
that. I
ready
get.
to
I
Uh,
guess.
roll?
wi-
That, I guess
Wizard,
that spell that I just.
make a strength save.
Not me.
No, the wizard.
Ah. Do I take any bludgeoning damage from that?
No, it just sort of puts you out.
19, not 20.
That's good. That is very good. But the thing still drags you in.
I
Well, at
will.
least I
I
got
will.
intellect fortress, so I have advantage on wisdom saves.
Make a wisdom save.
Advantage.
Yes.
Really?
The darkness does enter you successfully. It
I
swirls around and enters your mind. You feel like something has made a home inside your brain. Darkness fills you.
I will step here as well, and
Uh,
I'll start. I'll get my friend by the shoulders and I'll start shaking him and I'll say, "No, stop it! Stop eating his brain."
uh, you feel fine actually at the minute. The only difference is when you open your eyes, they are pitch black. Seemingly.
Right. Don't really have any spells that'll help me anymore. Even though after intellect fortress failed is.
You also notice that your scales are slightly darker.
I've nothing I can do here, by the way.
Yeah, you feel normal though, other than that. It's only
Can you do something about this process?
seems to be merely cosmetic at the minute.
At the minute. She
And you
kind of
just
goes, well, that was horrible.
you also kind of have a feeling that you're not alone.
Everyone
Although-
wants to feel not alone.
You don't feel
Not
like
me.
it's necessarily a bad presence. You
Hello?
don't think it poses
See,
menace.
it's just nothing in particular.
You call out, but nothing seems to respond.
Oh shit.
Other than the paladin in front of you.
But if it was going to get into anyone, at least it got into the person who can get smushed easily. What are you doing now then?
Going, I guess.
I'm just about done too. Screw this place.
Your eyes are weird.
They? What way?
Your eyes are weird.
Ow.
They
Get
look like
back.
this guy
What have you
you
done?
want. Yes, we're done. He
I
has
said,
new eyes
who
now.
are you? You weird looking kobold person.
If you're like me, if you're any different.
How changed is his appearance actually? Like,
You
is
can.
it as changed as the blight one made the other guy, or is it like?
It seems to be less so. His appearance seems
Essentially black
somewhat
eyes
less
and darkened
changed.
scales.
Yeah.
Aha.
You also notice that his shadow casts pitch blackness instead instead of the usual just a shadow. Now that he's stepped into a more bright location with the light directly above him.
Hmm.
This isn't going to bite me in the ass later.
This is
Hopefully I can
kind of terrifying.
Hopefully I can figure out some way to undo this.
Okay, let's get out of this place.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to find anything in here that isn't going to totally destroy us. So let's go.
Okay,
Cool.
leave and then follow Batfriend's direction.
You make your way out into the city generally. And you're gonna follow your bat friend's direction.
I mean, was that or step into the teleportation circle?
So
Might have been a shortcut.
the bat begins leading you southwest,
Mhm.
and it starts. It's like taking you down weird alleyways and stuff, and it, like sometimes leads you into dead ends unintentionally because like it only knows direction.
Mhm.
Until eventually, the direction changes slightly when you hit a street. Uh, you eventually come out in front of a large building.
I go and knock on the front door.
There seems to be a receptionist like here waiting.
I go and knock on the desk in front of the receptionist and say, "Greetings."
Okie dokie. They shout around, "Just give me 1 minute."
Okay.
Looking at the building, it seems to be quite tall. You'd guess it's an office building, just looking at it generally. It doesn't seem to have a lot of distinguished features.
Is it tall?
It is quite tall. Oops, that's not right.
Yeah, put that away.
A receptionist comes around from the back.
I'll
They
say,
seem to be.
quite a tall building you got here.
They say, yeah. Do you work here?
Of course I work here.
What do you do?
I'm, you know, IT.
Just for reference, Graham, the bat says that the bat is saying it's sort of like a little bit down from here, essentially.
Down as in underground, or down as in, like, not this building?
As in, like, underneath this. It's definitely at least underneath this building.
Okay, so is there
The
like a block stopping you getting to those stairs?
There's a few fences and a metal detector.
Cool.
There's
I'm
nothing.
gonna
There's
walk through a
nothing.
metal detector.
You're gonna walk through the metal detector. Sure. I assume you have no metal objects on you.
No, I am a druid. I am not allowed to have metal objects on me.
Yeah, sure. You walk through and nothing triggers. The receptionist does say, "Hey, wait! You need to sign in." Hey, hey,
Up the stairs in a minute.
hey! Get back! Lawrence, you see the receptionist turn around and press a button on their computer
I'd like to.
as you
Uh,
Immediately,
stupid reveal and hide.
Croc
Always
runs and
never
jumps the
being on my
fence when
side.
they turn around.
So does the kangaroo.
You see them press a
Fence,
button on
'cause
their
it's that short.
computer. Lawrence. Okay. You all make your way into a very large room.
1 minute.
There's a small corridor at the very top, and there's a bunch of doors.
Everybody take a door. We need to find a way downstairs.
Doors.
Can someone move the frog and stuff inside as well, please?
Sure.
Or can you give some of us access to moving the tokens? I've already got an extra token, so if you can give other people access to those tokens, that would be great.
Sure. I mean, these are NPCs. It's all fine. They'll follow you about. The frog will follow the wizard, and the officer will follow Croc.
Excellent. Bomb lady follows me.
Fox turns to the frog. Sorry for tranquilizing you earlier. Guess the frog doesn't speak common.
Joseph is saying things, but nothing's coming through.
Yeah, the frog does speak common. It's just
Ooh.
something must have gone wrong.
Yeah, I think Joseph died.
Ah, no.
Who's DMing now?
The rat.
I will take DM seniority. We all kill the dragon. We pass. Let's go.
No, I am DM now. You all poof away, and you found yourselves on top of a hill that seems oddly skull-shaped.
As your DM, Lawrence, I overrule
None of
you.
what Lawrence or Graham said happens.
Wait, so the rat is in charge?
No, so you're all splitting up and searching for clues. Is that what's happened?
Yeah.
I mean, we're
then.
looking behind the doors to see what's there.
Yeah, first.
Very
yes.
well. Croc. Oh god, I hate this.
I'm still at
Why
the
does
front
it never
desk.
reveal area when I want it to reveal area?
Because it's roll
Croc,
20.
you look down this corridor and see a corridor. Kato, you look down this corridor and see a corridor. The wizard sees more corridor, but also sees a little bit into like what seems to be a room with a table. And Kangaroo Jack sees, like, if he peeks round a door a bit, he can see, like, along this corridor, and he can see to this weird thing that seems to be along there.
Okay. In.
Cool. There's doors and a window in that one. There's a door in the one that Kato's gone into, and another door on the other side.
Kato's just gonna push doors open as he runs past them. Jack is gonna do the same thing.
Cool. You briefly see into this room with nobody inside it. Jack briefly sees into this room with nobody inside it. Sorry, no, Kato still sees into that room. Jack then sees into this room with somebody working at a desk.
Signs
This
hello.
seems to be a staff lounge area that's currently empty. The wizard sees into a room with a few office workers. And Croc sees a long corridor and sees another one of those strange devices. It seems that the person who, like, Kangaroo Jack went into the room of, or, like, saw into the room of briefly, like, peeked through the door, seemed to ignore him. He was too busy working on the monitor. And
So is
then
that
the final
everything on
door is,
Kangaroo
like,
Jack's?
a bunch
Sorry.
of offices.
Okay.
I know what this is. We're in the Silphcore building.
Yeah, exactly.
Essentially.
When I look at this, is it actually the Matrix or is it just blue lines?
No, it's just words. It's like newsfeed. There's stuff on it. Do you peek into this room?
Yes.
Welcome to this boring, empty office building that exists.
Good to know. We'll rejoin with everybody.
Mox is looking at this symbol on the floor. Is there anything on there that he can read, like anything written in Common or Draconic?
No, it's like a hologram
Cool.
of the planet.
No text, just planet.
There is text around it, but it's just various news articles that flash by, and only the headlines. Although, Kato, this point right here seems to be like the point where the bat says it's just straight down from there.
Okay. Kato will stand on it and see if it works as an elevator.
You get into a little ditch that the hologram is projected from. Roll perception.
I'd like to step into the office here.
Sure.
And I'd
You
like to...
try and do that, but the door is locked.
Perception has been rolled.
Okay.
Okay, Kato, you immediately notice that there are seams that look like they would open.
Can someone who's able to better at investigating look at this thing? Because there are seams here that look like they'd open. I just don't know how they open.
Just about to ask if I can make an investigation check to look for like switches or catches
Yeah,
or
roll-
something like that.
I
Roll
will
investigate.
aid him.
And I will use guidance on him.
Okay, roll investigation
At advantage.
Plus,
with like
oh,
a
Sorry.
d4.
Shall I
Yeah.
just roll it again since I rolled normal?
Yeah.
Yeah, just roll it again. So
Oof.
25, and then add your d4. Not that you'll really need it.
I will...
Hey, thank your advantage.
yeah, very
Roll
much.
D4.
Yeah, because he
I
can
will
guide
come
it.
and stand in the center here. Between...
Cool,
Six.
cool. Yeah. You can tell that you, after poking about a bit, you take a couple of the panels off, and you see that there's like a receiver. You think that this is wireless in some way, and you definitely figure out that it's a door of some description, and connects to some sort of external receiver or communicator of some description. You can't tell exactly what, but like, yeah.
So we need some kind of other device to work this. Am I
Yeah.
deducing that right?
You are correct. You need. You do know that it's pretty short range though, so something in this building connects up to this door. Or at least in one of the neighboring buildings.
I will be looking out for any security or people of that ilk approaching?
Are you still outside?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't see anybody yet.
Still harassing the secretary.
I will be keeping an eye out.
Okay.
No, they've locked themselves away.
Yep.
I was trying
Descri-
to get us in properly. But no, everyone just barged through the metal detectors and over the fence and
Everyone has no respect for authority or bureaucracy in this group.
So
apart from me.
you have the little receiver. What are you gonna do?
I say it's a little receiver. Is this like some kind of tiny antenna or something? Is it like a panel?
It's a small it's a small device that sort of it sticks out underneath a panel that was connected to a circuit that you would imagine opens the door.
So it's got like controls on it.
There aren't controls on the panel, no. It's literally you're like holding a circuit board essentially. And then connected to the circuit board is this little receiver.
And that's connected to like part of whatever this dish is.
You would guess that it receives a signal, uses that, and then the dish will open. That is what your best guess is. This person comes over and just says, "Hey, I have a plan for this. If you guys want to just get down there,
We like plans.
stand back. I think I can get through here."
What do you think Bomb Lady's plan is?
I'm all ears. Good. Soon they punch her way through the
Step.
fucking door.
Croc.
She then like takes a backpack off, starts rummaging through it, and plants several small circular devices down all around, and then says, "I'd recommend getting back." She moves to behind one of these doors.
I'm just hiding behind the benches.
Hit the deck.
Then
Office
what
workers
happens?
going, what the fuck are they doing?
Is since Croc and the rat did not leave the room, you see this. A bunch of small explosives all go off, and pretty much annihilate everything in sort of.
Just annihilate everything in the room. Oh no.
It's more like
Room is now a
this
hole.
sort of area has been completely destroyed. There is a massive hole in the ground now.
Thought about having like kangaroo.
But
Jack
conveniently, there's a metal chute in the middle of it that you could go through.
Wee. Wee.
You're gonna all hop down, are you?
Apparently we.
Lawrence, you hear sirens.
What?
You hear sirens as you can
Oh, sorry.
presume police officers have arrived. As everyone is leaping into this hole.
Do I see them leaping into the hole?
Saw an
No.
explosion.
You heard an explosion. Definitely.
I will go running inside.
You see a large burned area and a metal chute that leads down into the ground.
I will jump down the metal chute. Safely.
No context. Just going,
I
leaping
guess that's
in.
where everyone went. Jump.
Everyone has jumped into the trash compactor.
like holding the bat in a way that it shouldn't get hurt.
God damn, I hate this. I hate that I'm just
Roll 20
pre-revealing the
be a
next
pain again.
area. And it never... Why will Roll20 never ever do this?
Because
will
it
never
loves
reveal
to
things.
annoy you with that one specific thing.
Uh, bu- 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 Goddamn.
How do you copy things?
There we go. You all sort of land in the blue area. Except it's not illuminated with blue light. It is just sort of dark in this room. The only light is like the normal ambient light from the room above. And of course the paladin's hand.
Shiny hand.
Any of us who have dark vision, I assume.
Can't remember.
People who have dark vision see as if they have dark vision.
Well, I mean, they at least see normally for 10 feet.
Mhm.
We've got dim light vision because he's glowing, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Because yeah, the hand of glowiness shines bright.
Are there any exits from this room?
You see a couple in this direction, and the bat is saying, "You need to head that sort of way."
Okay. The bat's not steered us wrong yet.
As far as you know.
I trust my new second best friend.
I will go here.
Looks meaningfully at Croc.
Hang on. People, I have to finish describing the room. I haven't quite gotten to everything. In this corner, there is some sort of container. You see a strange liquid in it.
Oh god, you just said there's a strange liquid in the room.
Yes, there is a strange liquid in this room.
A strange liquid?
Yes.
A liquid that is in fact strange.
I will go and poke my finger into it. The one that isn't glowing.
You poke a non-glowy finger into this liquid. How hard are you poking it?
Just very lightly.
You just sort of poke it, and your finger goes into it. It's a sort of cream-colored liquid, like a browny, creamy liquid. It feels it's pretty watery when you just poke your finger in it.
Uh-huh.
Although it does like slightly, it leaves a little coat on your finger, and it feels strange. It feels like it's moving unnaturally on your finger.
I would like to gently wipe it off onto the side of the bowl. The inside side of the bowl.
Sure, you do that, and it just like slops back together.
I will go near it and say, hello.
You do not get a response.
Does it look like I can pick this bowl up?
Roll me strength if you want to try. Roll me intelligence if you want to figure out if you can.
My guy's not that smart.
Roll intelligence if you want to try and figure out if you're strong enough to lift this thing.
18 for
Just gonna go
strength.
for it.
Yeah, you pick up this large, like, essentially bowl type thing. It's very heavy though. You are over encumbered.
How much of this liquid is there in this bowl?
It's filled to the brim.
I'd like to put the bowl down back where I got it.
Okay.
All of the containers in
I-
this room like that.
I I would like
There's only one container in this room.
to gently scoop my hands into in a fashion that would allow me to hold liquid in my hands, but inside this liquid stuff.
Okay. So you just dip your hands in it and like make a cup, yeah?
Take some of it out.
Okay. It feels weird, like it's moving strangely, but like it like starts seeping in between your hands and flowing back into the bowl, but like not at a weird rate or anything. You still have a good amount in your hands. What do you do?
I'd like to drink it.
Okay. You drink some of it. Um and roll a con save.
21.
Your stomach feels bad.
Don't drink it. It's not great.
You then see before you, just on the surface of the liquid, a tiny creature.
Yeah.
It looks like a small, sort of bat type thing. It looks a little bit like what you'd imagine a devil to look like.
Yeah.
And it begins taunting you.
The
What?
rest of us seeing this?
Just begins taunting you. Calls you a loser.
Oh. I'd like to pick it. I'd like to grab it and squeeze it really hard.
When you go to grab it, it deftly dodges you.
I'd like to tip the bowl.
You tip the ball onto the floor. The liquid spills out, but the tiny thing continues to dance across the surface of the liquid, taunting you.
I'd like to
Can't
try and
even hit me right. You're terrible. You're garbage. You're the worst.
I'll hit it with my sword.
Okay. You roll to hit.
Two-handedly, by the way.
Okay, you're going full swing at this. Roll to hit.
12.
Roll damage. And
Okay.
roll the damage as if you crit.
Okay, so what? That's what? 2d10.
Yeah.
15.
As you strike, your sword passes straight through the tiny thing that seemed to be making fun of you and hits the liquid. The liquid then begins to react viscerally and forms into something. Roll initiative.
Don't worry, you got
I didn't
this.
say
15.
Everyone
before.
or
Were,
just him?
were the rest of us able to see the devil
Uh,
creature?
Yeah, that was a good question. Actually.
You were not able to see this tiny devil creature. It was only seemingly him.
Croc's just
we're
like,
just going,
honestly, let's just see where this is going.
The rest of us are just going, the fuck is he swinging at?
I'm through here already, so I don't really know what's going
You
on
do
anymore.
see a big blob of like cream essentially form up.
Ooh. Delicious ice cream monster.
Just a little. Roll second.
What, and all of us in this room rolling initiative, or is it just Lawrence at the moment?
You can if you want to. You do see a weird little thing attacking Lawrence.
No, we see Lawrence attack a weird little thing.
That's true. You see Lawrence attack a strange little thing. There's its initiative. Cool.
Been waiting for this area we walked into while Lawrence was doing all this shit.
Cool. You're up first. What do you do?
I would like to rage.
You get very angry.
So that is 1 less rage.
By the way, you see this thing is. You see the devil is still taunting you on top of this thing.
I would like to.
It dances around. It dances around like where it's you think roughly its head should be, and continues to taunt you.
I would like to swing at it again.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh, 8.
Roll damage.
Oh, okay. Am I still rolling as if I crit?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm raging, so that's plus 5. 15.
Nice. You hit it and it feels very solid.
I can attack. The attack that I did before initiative, would that have accounted before my extra attack that I get?
Yeah, no, you got a free attack before initiative started, so like go
Okay,
for another
so
attack if you have an extra
second
attack.
attack.
Yeah.
23.
Okay. You go in for the hit, and this time it seems that it's when you strike it, it's too solid to damage.
Interesting. And that is my turn.
Okay, it's now this little tiny thing. And can you make a con save?
Yeah, I'm okay at those. 7. 7's good enough to pass, right?
You fail as it sort of just presses onto where your stomach is, and the thing that you drank before starts to tear out of your stomach and rejoins with this thing.
Ouch. I take half damage because I'm totem barbarian as well.
Yeah, yeah. It melts through the surface portion of your stomach with all the acid.
I'm taking 12 damage.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And then it's your turn, as it has now reformed into its full form.
Okay, I'm swiping at it again, but I am using a smite this time.
Nice. Go for it.
What's the
best one. Okay. 11.
Yeah, you hit it.
Okay, so still rolling as if I crit.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2d10, which is 9 damage. That's including my rage damage.
Mhm.
Then Thunderous Smite. Which does an additional 2d6 thunder damage. And can it make a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet back? Would the 2d6 is doubled as well, right?
Yep. Does a 12 pass?
It takes 12 additional thunder damage. Spell save DC is 10, so yes.
As the lightning
Thunder.
the thunder booms around it, you see that it starts to vibrate in response to it, and it begins to turn sort of a yellowish color.
I would like to use my second attack.
Okay.
25.
This time it seems too hard again when you hit it.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. This thing sort of moves strangely. It makes itself bigger. Like, it makes itself appear bigger anyway.
Okay.
That's what it does for its turn.
Okay.
It expands similar to that for a balloon.
Okay, on my turn, I will swipe at it again. 15. And I will reckless attack. So that's with advantage 18.
When you hit it, it seems too hard.
Second attack with reckless. Crit.
Yeah, roll your damage.
Unfortunately, double crit on the thing. I will also be using another Thunderous Smite.
Yeah.
It's 2d10 plus 5. 11 plus... so it took 11 slashing and 15 thunder damage.
It begins to... You know how it inflated like a balloon? Now the internal space that it inflated, that was initially full of air, has begun to fill with more of itself.
Okay.
It appears to be bigger now.
Okay.
Then it will try and get a little bit bigger again. Your turn.
Okay. Huh. I will. The big random potion that I've got,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to open it
Yes.
and chug it.
Okay. Right. So.
Because I had 5 normal-sized random potions, 2 healing potions, and a and a random potion that was in a big bottle.
Yeah. I'm aware. I'm aware.
I chug the big random potion.
Okay. Let's see here. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba.
What does big random potion do?
Instant
That
death.
is what I'm looking for now. Ah, yes. You drink a ton of the big random potion, and you notice that you now smell intensely of deer.
I smell intensely of deer.
Intensely
Yes,
expensive.
you smell like deer.
What
Thank
was
you.
the taste of this potion?
Uh, tasted like it tasted very strange. You know, it fruity and a bit meaty, very weird. Like you blended strawberries and venison together.
Did it have any noticeable effect other than my smell?
Not that you can tell.
Uh, Drinking a potion's an action, right?
I will allow you to do it as a bonus action.
Thank you. I'll take my first attack at reckless attack. 21.
Yeah, you strike at it and it seems too hard to damage.
And again. Crit.
It seems much too hard to damage.
And I will back off over here.
Okay.
Potential attack of opportunity.
It doesn't attack you. But on its turn, it does get significantly larger. And it approaches you. And then it waits.
Will I be able to make some kind of like nature knowledge arcana check or something like that to figure out
Roll
to see
Arcana.
if Mox knows what this creature is and what its sort of like vulnerabilities or how you're supposed to deal with these sort of things.
Roll Arcana.
Me myself, I'm thinking this thing's behaving like an oobleck, but whether Mox knows that or not, probably not.
Not quite sure. It seems like an oozy type thing.
He's just thinking it's a slime of some kind. Oh, well, tried.
So, Kato, you enter into a little office room.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem to be much in there.
Sorry, does it stop at the limits of what I can see now?
Hang on. Oh, like, oh, that is not. That's goddamn. You rolled 20. No. I
No,
clicked
add
reveal
more.
area
Reveal
like
areas.
3 times. Yeah, that's a wall. It just gets to a wall.
So it's all just
The-
walls. It's just like this
There's
little
well, no,
square
there's
room.
another door here. There's another
Okay.
place you can enter.
I open the door. I'm following the directions of thing, and I'm just assuming that everyone's going to follow because I didn't pay attention to what the paladin was doing.
I think Croc's just like enjoying a nice sit down, watching this unfold.
Reason the bat's now my second best friend.
I mean, that's what Mox was doing, was just initially just sitting there going, well, this is an interesting thing to behold, but now it's starting to get worrying.
The bat just, oh my god, why does it always do that? It always defaults to like, no, you will not reveal
No,
the
you will
area,
darken.
hide it.
Always darken.
You enter into this room. The bat then says that something, it's almost like he's moved. Now it says you need to go in this direction.
Is the door down here?
Yes, but it's only for like very small creatures. It's like a pipe.
Okay, there's no other doors in here.
No.
Okay. I'll walk back out to the other room.
There is, hang on, it's not very clear.
Yeah,
there is
I
a
can't
door
really-
here that you can go through as well.
Oh, okay. I walk into we walk into this room, see the giant ooze, and then I'm like, nope, 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 nope.
Yeah.
And
So you go into the significantly safer area
Non-ooze
with
room.
the non-ooze room. You look down it and see that.
What is that?
The bat seems to think that you're pretty close and is pointing directly in that thing's direction.
Is that the dragon?
It seems to be, according to the bat.
Guys, dragons
roll
over here.
intelligence. Roll intelligence. Oh, and Arcana. I'll allow Arcana.
Oh, Arcana. Give me a second. Check if that's any better. I'll roll Arcana.
You guys are done with that and have an idea on what we can do about slime there.
You think that the dragon has put armor on of some description.
I'm standing next to you, by the way, and I'm just gonna turn around and be like, "Hey, the dragon thing's over here, which seems more important than whatever you're looking at."
We don't want to get pincered by this, so I'm going to try and get rid of it.
Croc, get over here,
So,
you.
sees the dragon.
Okay, now it's time to roll a
Who's there?
significantly more important initiative.
Before we do that, I'd like to use Resilient Sphere on the slime and then tell Steve to chuck the sphere up the freaking pipe that we came down and get it in the building above us. He can deal with it.
That's a wisdom save on the slime's part.
A wisdom save.
I believe, yeah.
Unwilling creature must make a dexterity saving
Oh,
throw.
dexterity. Sorry, you're right.
Which probably has better decks.
Actually, yeah, that's right. To be honest, I thought it was strength. And I cast that then. That I've read it.
I mean, a slime's not gonna have
Okay.
great decks. Let's be honest.
Initiative.
You see that when you try and encase it in magic, something very odd happens.
I haven't cast it yet. I haven't cast it.
Okay, you haven't cast it
Still
yet.
playing with. I'm still playing with the idea.
Okay.
I thought.
Just let me think again. Did I? Oh, I did.
Croc, my initiative, my dex is -1, so you're probably going first.
Yeah.
Well, before me anyway.
There we go. And There we go. So first one up, assuming everybody's sorry, no, I need to roll the frog and stuffs. Ba, 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 ba. We have a and a cool. So, to begin, it's you, Wizzy boy. What are you doing?
Right. So we're trying to capture this thing, right? Not kill it.
You're trying to capture the dragon.
We're a capsule thing for that, haven't we?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
beating it into submission is probably as good a way to get to capture it as anything. It's think of it like a Pokemon. We need to get it into red health.
Yeah,
before we
yeah.
capture it.
I was just gonna say it's a freaking Pokemon type scenario.
Nah, just throw the Pokeball and hope for the best.
Pray.
Quick ball, honest.
Spams.
I'll,
It's Andrew. Spams 900 Pokeballs at it.
Hey, it just
Still
works.
fails to catch.
Unless it's Legends Arceus, in which it always works.
Still not played that yet.
Anyway,
neither. Close is this dragon? Bloody 5, 10, 15, 20, 12, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, it's within range.
oh yeah, I'll give you a free Arcana roll when you look at the dragon.
Yeah, that's a dragon.
You notice that the
We should know what a dragon looks like.
You notice that the dragon has encased itself in definitely magical armor. It looks like it's wearing some form of mech suit type thing. You also notice arcane symbols on what seems to be like there seems to be some sort of weapon in its mouth. You would guess that it enhances the strength of your breath weapon.
Experimentally, I'm going to try this first. It's probably not the best move, but I'm going to try it anyway. Gets a
Okay.
wisdom save.
The Durgan needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Gets feared, in which case it gets disadvantage on any saving throws we throw it.
Is this a fear effect?
Yeah.
Ah.
A wisdom save to not be scared of us. And fear status is obviously disadvantage on
Yeah.
attacks, and it can't move towards us down this corridor.
Ba, 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 ba. And 24. Does that make it?
Yeah, it does, unfortunately.
And now that you've all seen it, can everybody who's here, that's like Kato, Kangaroo Jack, the Kobold, basically everybody. Can everybody make, except from the frog, who's definitely behind a corner, and Croc, are you looking down that corridor, or are you facing the slime?
I mean, I was currently like heading towards here, so I suppose I haven't seen yet if it's like a visual thing.
Sure, everybody who can see it, please make a wisdom saving throw.
I presume I'm making one as well.
I get advantage. Shall I just roll a second one and take advantage because I've still got intellect focus on? What did I get? 21st one. Dean.
Frog gets a Nice. And the other one is and Amer is preoccupied fighting the slime. So he's not looking. Okay. Anybody who got a 19 or less is frightened of this giant dragon
Okay.
for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Okay.
I
Anything
mean, it
else
just
on
reflect my spell
your
back at me.
turn? Wizzy boy? It's more like it's frightful presence. It's a big dragon.
Alright,
now.
yeah. I was going to say, it's either that or it's Frightful Presence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
it
much.
did not like Uno reverse your spell back at you. Don't worry.
I
It's
like
not-
to know you.
It didn't invent it didn't invent like reflect to fight in this battle. It
Yeah,
just made
yeah,
up-
no, I've never heard of anything like that in this game, although I've only been playing for like a very short time. I'm
It
just
does
going to move
exist.
into
It
just gonna move
literally
into
happens
cover.
in certain monsters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it-
there's
it-
the Tarask does that, doesn't it?
I think
Yeah, it does.
Rakshasa does as well.
Yep, right.
There's a couple of monsters that does that,
And
but no,
maybe,
I
yeah, I'm
didn't.
just
I
gonna-
didn't give it magic reflecting capabilities because I'm not a monster.
I was going to say we're level 8, that's a bit evil. Anyway, I'm just going to move into cover and end.
Then it's the dragon. Who, noticing that he's been found out,
Been rumbled.
is going to and noticing he looks knowingly at you, Kato,
Looks lovingly.
and
I try and hide the bat.
and he will. Ba, 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 ba. You notice he just kind of moves off in this. He moves away. He moves off in this direction. Like towards this way.
Right,
Yeah.
I can't see what he's doing. I'm just gonna close all the character sheets because I can't see anything that's happening.
He moves that way. He moves
Okay.
to the left down that corridor.
Positives. Now fear has no effect.
That's true. And then you see a small, thin field appear between those 2 points. And
Is
that
it like
is
the full height of the room, or is
it is
like
the full
a...
height of the room, yes. And thus ending his turn. You would know as he turned around, you saw like the back of the suit was incomplete in some way. Like you saw a few wires sticking out and stuff. Anyway, it's now the frog, who will run up and attack this thing.
Oh damn it!
Actually, no. Both times he hits it and nothing really occurs. But you do notice it looks like it's inflating more.
It's immune to piercing damage and poison damage from the looks of it.
Kato!
If I come 5 feet into the room, can I see what's over here?
Yes, you can. if roll 20 blesses us this day. It does not.
Ah, I can't see myself anymore. I'm in the
You go
void.
blind.
I'm in the void.
Magical darkness.
There's nothing really over there. It's just a wall.
So there's just like a barrier in front of us.
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna do what seems like it's probably the sensible thing,
Mm-hmm.
and fuck, stupid roll 20 work, you piece of shit program.
It will never do that. Never. Summon a big old elk.
And then I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15 feet to try and go ram my way through this barrier.
Okay. Roll to hit. You ram into the barrier and it doesn't seem to do anything.
I mean, I'm gonna roll my damage because I hit a barrier with a 16 because the barrier takes a 10 to hit.
You do hit the barrier and you do seemingly do stuff, but it just sort of bounces off the barrier. Seems to be a very strong barrier.
No?
You do not break through.
Well, I just keep running back and forth at it until it lets me through.
Till it lets you.
Well, okay. How many times can you do that in a turn?
I can do that 3 and a bit times a turn. No, I can do it 4
Okay.
times a turn.
Do it 4 times then. Roll your to hit and damage 4 times.
Just because I have enough movement to ram into it that many times.
Okay. The 16 hits and the 12 does not, and neither does the 7. It takes an additional 12 damage. You notice it sort of phases a bit, but is still standing. Are those to hit or to damage?
Those were damage.
Okay. It phases a bit more than I previously said, but is still up.
Okay.
Go,
I'm out of
Croc.
stuff.
So I go forward and I see that there's a magic wall.
Yes.
What's going on? What I miss? Is
Jack
this
signs. Dragon ran away. Put up magic wall. Boss keeps hitting magic wall.
I guess Croc will just go up and like attack the wall, I guess, but just normal attack to see how it responds.
Okay. Go for it. You attack the wall. It fizzles a bit more, but is still standing.
So it looks like it is being affected though.
Yes, it looks like it is somewhat it seems like it's being drained. Like every time you attack it, it looks like it pulls more energy towards itself to stay up.
Okay, good to know. I will step out of the way.
Okay. Is that everything?
Yeah. Don't want to
Steve!
waste too much.
To you.
I will slash this slime thing with my sword.
Okay.
13 for the first attack and 23 for the second. Oh, no, wait.
Roll crit damage for the first attack.
Sorry, 23 and 10, sorry. Because both were at attack.
Roll crit damage for the second attack. Roll nothing for the first attack.
16 damage.
Ba, 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 ba. Okay.
If I had to, if I asked how messed up this thing looks, as messed up as an ooze can look, I suppose. How messed up does it look?
It looks like a ball of slime. Hard to
Great.
say. You did notice that ever since you hit it with thunder damage, it has been yellow and has vibrated in tune with your thunderous smite. But other than that, it has not changed physically since, you attacked it. Then.
I will move back here. It gets an opportunity attack.
It does not take it.
Interesting, and that is my turn.
Cool. Kangaroo Jack.
He'll follow the same example and go and push the fuck out of this wall.
Okay, roll to hit and some dams.
That's the wrong thing, sorry. That's the one I want.
Roll your damage.
.26 bludgeoning damage as he does some kangaroo punches.
Fair enough, fair enough. You notice that the wall fades out of existence.
He will then use 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40, 45 to there.
You see a dragon squeezing down a hallway on a console, seemingly pushing various buttons.
I get to roll my wisdom save.
Yep.
Well, that's weird. Never
I am
mind.
no longer frightened.
Okay. What do, Kangaroo Jack?
He's used his actions.
You still have plenty of movement though, if you want to move up to it.
I've used my movement. I only have 45 feet.
Oh yeah, because you were further back.
Yeah, so I moved and punched and then moved to finish my move.
Yeah. Okay. That's all Kangaroo Jack's doing. It's the slimy boy who will use his action to pop. He pops, and the room and all subsequent rooms are covered in a thin layer of slime.
Aww.
Can everybody make a wisdom saving throw?
Oh.
22 on my wisdom saving throw.
As slime laps up at everybody's feet as it fills the area. Okay.
Sorry, I've still got roll Kato. I'm just trying to get to the character sheet.
Anyone who got a 20 or less fails
I win.
and has disadvantage on all perception checks.
Cool.
It's now this person's turn who's going to be confused
I'll be back in a minute.
and wipe slime off themselves, but is then also going to scoot along here. Go! K2!
K2 does nothing.
Incorrectly. Alright, fair enough.
He just hangs out on Croc. because he's hiding away.
In that case, Wizzy Boy, go for it.
I don't think I can catch up this dragon. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can catch up to the elk thing. And before that, I'll just use prestidigitation to get all this shit off myself. Use like the cleaning function of prestidigitation. So does that take away any negatives that the slime would have done to us?
No, you still feel weird. But you're not covered in slime anymore.
But the
You can
negative
make
effects
another
are still
saving
lingering.
throw. You can make another saving throw though. But
I'll
the
do
slime
that
is
as well.
the slime is on the floor, so it's kind of a
As long as it's around, the effects are going to linger.
yeah, pretty much. Like you
Okay,
can
cool.
you can make another saving throw if you want, but you're still in the slime and will have to constantly be making saving throws to resist it. Yeah, you're fine for now.
Thank you, Intellect Fortress.
It's then Big Boy's turn, and you see them casting some magic. El Kangaroo Boy.
Kangaroo can say nothing.
He looks back, troubled.
You
Sign
see
comes out. Yikes.
You see roaring flames appear on these spaces. There's sort of a wall of fire, one might say, that juts out.
Good. Good. So he's created a wall of fire.
Then the frog is going to move to there and end the frog's turn. K2.
Does nothing.
Kato, not K2.
No.
Right?
It
Sorry.
K2, then Kato.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Kato, go for it, Kato.
Kato,
What are you doing now?
Scoop me up.
Your barrier, the barrier
will-
that blocked you has
I will
gone.
go and put Croc on my back. How do you set it up so that Croc appears on top of the elk?
I don't know how you do that. It's just like the order that tokens have been put on. It's fine.
You see a wall of fire. You just decide. Are you just running through it?
5, 10,
or...
15. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Yeah, I could charge the dragon.
Are you just running through the wall of fire?
Oh, what damage does a wall of fire even do? It's like 48, 5d8.
It's 5d8 on a dex save.
This could go really well for one of us.
It also deals the damage if you end your turn within 10 feet of it as well.
Only if you're on the side.
Very
that's got
well.
the fire.
You charge
If you're on the side
straight
that does the
through
damage,
the wall
yes.
of fire, and you don't feel hot.
Okay.
Are you attacking the dragon?
Yeah, I'm hitting the dragon.
Okay, roll to hit.
I'm not got the best of hit rolls in this, but let's go for it. It's only a 13 plus. I get the 2d4s, right? For this?
Yeah.
This is only a 19.
You go through the dragon and are aware that both the wall of fire and the dragon are an illusion.
Okay. Is there anything
You
else
also
down here?
notice that the bat is like tugging in this direction. Like up,
Mhm.
essentially.
Okay. The moose
It's
will
pretty It's pretty obvious to
indicate-
Kangaroo Jack and stuff that the wall of fire is definitely an illusion.
The moose will
And
indicate
so
up
is the dragon.
or to its right.
I'll just ooh, that's the Sure. There's a door there. Would you like to proceed through the door?
Is it not in initiative order? So I only have 60 feet worth of movement, which I used entirely.
Sure. Croc, it's you. The moose has gestured through a door. After you saw the moose run through fire and a big dragon.
I am on the back of the moose.
Oh yeah, sorry, you ran through
So
fire.
yes, that was
didn't
horrifying.
burn, and a dragon that also didn't exist.
The moose had the moose senses, which told the moose that there wasn't real moose fire there because moose senses.
And Croc leaves his
happened.
leader.
Do you head up into the room?
Croc will open the door, but stay like mounted, basically so they can see through.
You see a very scared wizard, who is just chilling there. Would you like to roll me Arcana real quick?
Ooh. Definitely not getting advantage from the rat. Very arcane rat. It is definitely a man.
Yeah, they're definitely they are definitely a magic person.
Magic person! Who are you?
I'm no one. Please pay no attention to me. Thank you very much.
Do I attack him?
Moo.
One for yes.
No. See, it's a no. He said no. See?
Moo.
See, there you go. Is Croc going in for the attacks then?
Someone is.
Oh, it's K. No, not K2. You throw K2 the rat at him.
Look at how much damage K2 does. He's a boy.
6 damage to this guy, and he's like, get it off me! He's very distressed that he's getting eaten by a rat. Steven. Actually, to be frank, we can break initiative at this point.
I will... Do I hear the screams of the guy?
Yes, we can break initiative now.
You hear the screams of there's a rat, get it off me, and you have an idea what might be happening.
I will walk up again and try and get the rat off him.
Okay. Roll. Is the rat resisting this or not?
Oh, definitely.
I'm not doing it in a way that would make it think that I'm actively trying to hurt it.
Roll opposing strength checks.
Oh, very strong with a -4.
7.
Oh my god, I nearly beat you.
You pick the rat up off the dude. It seems to look at him hungrily, and the dude's just like, I'm very sorry, please.
I'll put the rat outside and shut the door and lock it before it gets back in.
Oh, thank you.
When you do
Now that you do that, the kobold is banging on the door going, let me in!
when you do that, the elk just kicks the door down.
He's like, him and the rat are like chasing each other around the room. He's just like running around, taking the dodge action always, trying to avoid being bitten by the rat. The 23 hits.
I'll say, hey, stop this rat or I'll kill it.
You wouldn't dare. It's worth more than your life.
I will swing at the rat.
Do you actually?
Yes.
Yeah, that hits. I'd be scared if that didn't hit.
10 damage.
The rat is not dead.
Hang on a minute, 20. What's the rat's AC?
It's not high enough for shield to help. Has 12.
You read my mind.
I will. Does the rat stop?
I kick Lawrence's character in the head, through the door for attacking the rat.
Roll to hit against Lawrence.
17 plus 5, 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Roll damage.
You take 22 bludgeoning hoof damage.
Okay.
A giant hoof of disapproval bonks you on the head, Lawrence.
I
after
also
you
attack.
the rat.
You attacked
Oh.
my beautiful boy. Does 28
Oh,
hit?
Yes.
28 hits.
Yee.
You take 10 more damage.
And I go unconscious.
Excellent.
So I don't have to blast him with a firebolt then. That's what I was going to do after.
Well, you don't have to.
It would certainly cause some failed death saves.
When Moxie's been going down, he's like, oh, thank frig, that's over.
The little wizzy boy is just like very scared.
Very scared and very confused.
So Mox is going to go to the wizard and go, now you're going to tell me everything I asked you, otherwise I'm going to throw that rat at you again. Or my friend will.
Sure, whatever you want.
Does he comply?
He seems
Does
to be
comply.
complying, yes.
Where's the real dragon?
I
I bet
don't.
you were the one who cast that.
Yeah, I'm an illusionist. Kato, you notice the bat flies over and lands on his shoulder. This is my familiar. I was tasked with luring you guys here and letting that big thing out there hopefully kill you, but it didn't work.
Wait, tasked? By who?
Yeah, I'm the dragon. I'm Ben Oren's illusionist.
Okay. You will tell us where Ben Oren is. You will take him to us. You will help us capture him, and we will not rip you limb from limb while you're still alive.
And I'd like to add to that, to the ripping your limb from limb part, you're going to hand over your spell book to me while you're doing this. If it takes an intimidation check to make him do that, I'll do that.
Roll intimidation.
We are helping.
Yes, the rat is helping.
Do I get my intimidation check?
With an advantage by accident, but I'll take it if you're aiding.
I mean,
we should be aiding.
it seemed like you were getting aid. He just says he doesn't have his spell book on him.
Wait,
I'm calling
you're
bullshit if you're a wizard.
He offers you to search him for his spell book.
Right of
I
hand
take
check,
out my-
that'll be.
I take out the bone saber and I'm like, I will stab you until you produce however you're casting spells.
I promise, I just don't have my spell book on me.
I'm pointing my staff at his throat. Going, you will not be able to understand the amount of flames that will come out of this if you're lying. As I do a sleight of hand to search him for what he's got on him.
Yeah, go for it.
Will this be an advantage or is it just normal?
It's normal. We can't really
yeah.
help you with sleight of hand.
It's normal.
Yeah, that. Yeah. Intimidation side of it was helping. I just thought I'd bring it up. There we go.
You search him and you pull out. He has a wand on him, and it seems he has like some weird stuff that you aren't quite sure what it is. It's a couple of strange items. You guess are for like aiding with illusion magic. He doesn't seem to
So
actually have a... You don't find a spell book on him, though.
Could have a spell crystal.
It's no documentation, no papers, or a spell crystal.
No, you don't think so. He has like a magical stone that seems to have
What
some
are the-
illusion
Would
magic
you
on it,
describe?
but nothing you would consider to have spells on them.
So there's a wand, a stone that seems to have illusion magic on it. What were these strange items? How would you describe them?
Other things he has on him is he has some sort of like fluid in a bottle, and
What?
he has some sort of strange fluid in a bottle. You're not really sure what it does.
We are not giving this to Steve.
And
Pockets it but doesn't touch it.
Steve is currently unconscious on the floor.
the other thing
I'm,
he
telling,
has
I'm just saying that out loud for everyone's benefit. Let's not do that.
is roll an Arcana check.
Also, that slime thing was entirely inevitable as soon as he mentioned a weird liquid in the room when Lawrence is playing.
Wow, double 23s.
Yeah, you figure out that the other thing you pull out of his pocket is a sending stone.
Ooh. Or should I do that in character? Ooh, now that's good. Pocket both the wand and the sending stone. Did the Arcana check not tell us anything about the liquid?
You can roll me separate Arcana checks for the liquid and the illusion stone that he has.
I'm just handling the sending stone. And Arcana check for, what was it? The liquid and what else?
The liquid and the illusion-y stone that he has on him.
Yep.
You get that the liquid has. You don't know exactly what it does, but you know that it has something to do with like resisting the effects of the slime. And
Oh, so it's like slime perception block antidote.
and the other thing,
Antidote question mark.
and the illusion stone basically just, if you have an illusion spell that that has an area, it increases the area by an amount. You're not quite sure about how much though.
Well, yeah. Yes. I'll tell the Wizard, I'll be holding on to these until we can be sure that you are trustworthy. Or I might just keep them in general, and just pocket them all.
Okay.
I take it the wand is his arcane focus as well.
Yes, the wand is indeed his arcane focus.
Okay, he's officially just some frail nerd. The rest of you can have at him.
Now I feel kind of bad
As
for
well, I want to know the same thing as you guys is. Where's his boss?
I don't want this job. He forced me to do it.
Bat friend.
The bat nods and says, "Yeah."
Is he a good master?
Yeah.
Bat friend vouching for you means I will not murder you outright, but I will ask you to give us the location of your erstwhile employer. Heard the croc will be like, I used the word erstwhile. I saw it written somewhere. I don't know if I used it right.
He like does a little coy clap. It's like, good job.
Ox gives you a sort of nod, like with a smirk.
He moves around a lot, but he's definitely hangs around on this planet most of the time. He has a big teleportation network, like of teleportation circles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like the one that you found earlier.
He doesn't usually stay in the same place for very long. The last place I saw him in, he was heading to like a starport.
It's the ones at the last warehouse.
He was heading to like a starport because he was receiving a shipment for some extra muscle or something.
You know what?
Buddy, let's go.
You hate him, right?
Oh, I mean, he's a massive prick, but like, I can't really do anything because he's got my family hostage, and it's not great.
Do you want to come with us? Everyone else seems to.
Plot thickens.
We'll eventually save your family.
Sure, I can help you, but I can't be exactly seen helping you, or it'll kill my family.
You're an
That's fine.
illusionist, so that shouldn't be too hard.
I mean, I can disguise myself or make myself
Exactly.
invisible.
Or we could physically disfigure you to make you look different.
I like the magic.
Yes.
plan.
It points at you frantically.
I like the magic plan better.
Okay.
Okay.
Just if it's not working properly, just know that there's always a second option.
Cool. So, do you wanna like go to the teleportation circle he used, or
Yes, that seems like a good plan.
he like uses himself past everybody, gets out here,
Yes.
opens this door. Uh, there's a teleportation circle set up in this room.
Ah, the big X teleportation circle.
He
The
heads to
X-shaped
one
circle.
corner, picks up something, uh, and then turns around.
Uh, I
He's
am
clearly
going.
holding an invisible object.
Can I medicine check to try and bring our paladin, paladin, paladin
Paladin.
barbarian back to consciousness?
Palabarian.
Unfortunately, he just needs some healing. Unless you have the healer feat.
I do not. I do have a healing kit, but I do not have a healer's feat.
Way to give him health, but for like backstory reasons, Mox is reluctant to.
Yeah.
I suppose he is our muscle, so
Fine, you get 4
Take-
health.
4 health.
Yep.
Thank you.
someone has some healing on them.
I use a level 1 spell slot. You get 4 health,
Thank you.
And the rat will heal himself.
and then we'll fall.
Second wind.
Okay, I won't do what I was about to do. Or I might do what I was about to do on myself. That's good. See what happens.
He does say that you guys look pretty beat up, though.
I suppose you're going to do anything about that.
We are pretty
mean,
beat
I'll
up.
earn you your wand back.
I mean, I'd like my stuff back if possible.
I mean, do you think you could help us find this guy if we decided to, like, pull back at the moment, go back to our ship, rest for a bit, take you there to be safe? Or does
Yeah,
it
yeah.
we have to go now to catch up with him?
We can totally go back, have a rest up. Wherever you guys are, I don't know where you come from really.
Oh, other question: is there a back way out of here that doesn't involve going up through the building that we exploded?
I would imagine that we're going to be very popular up there.
Well, I mean, sure. He walks over this way, and there's the corridor continues on for a bit, and it ends in a ladder that just takes you back up to a random street surface.
Okay, we're gonna head back. Kate was gonna suggest we head back to the ship and sleep. For those of us who are hurt or have lost all their
Those of us whose health are in the red.
health or resources are in the red.
Spell slot time running out.
Yeah, I'm alright, but I'd assume you and Croc are worse off than me.
I mean, I'm on max health.
I meant spell slots wise.
I'm pretty fine with spell slots as well.
I have like one of
Kangaroo
each
Jack
except
has-
level ones.
Kangaroo Jack has 2 key points left, so
Yeah, so rest.
yeah.
Yeah, I will also go and rest.
So everyone's heading back to the ship and having a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hoping no one associates us with the terrorist attack that happened.
Terrorist attacks are a dime a dozen these days, really.
Shouldn't be.
Looks like the kind of corporation that attracts a lot of them.
You get on a long rest. You get half your amount of half your levels worth of hit point dice back, right?
It's on a long rest. It's all your hit dice, isn't it?
You get half your hit dice back, but you get your full health. So
Well,
Right.
I haven't used any of my hit dice, so on a long rest,
Some
just
of
get
us.
full
Well,
health.
yeah,
I've got 8 hit dice, so I've used 4, so I get 4 back.
Yep.
Cool.
But you just
So, you get back to the ship, you all start hunkering down for the night, and now I need to quickly talk to certain people about stuff.
So, how's everybody doing?
How's everyone doing?
what just happened?
Ah, pretty good though.
What?
He needs to talk to him about something secret. You bastard!
Oh, did they actually
Attacking
leave it
K2.
something else, or did they just?
No,
like,
they've went
disconnect?
into the other voice chat.
Oh, usually you can see
Oh,
when people are in
weird.
the voice chat.
Yeah, that's
They've
weird.
just disconnected.
Or we just
Or
can't
you
see
check
it.
Lawrence, go check if Joseph's alright.
Yeah, I think they have gone into the other chat. But
But we can usually see it. It's just weird.
So how do you like 8th level rat?
8th level rat is interesting.
He only has 17 health.
But yeah, I'm also just on the.
yeah, I
very
presume they're okay. He's not letting me into his room, so I assume they're talking about something secret? Question mark.
Sorry for knocking your character out, but I couldn't let you harm the rat
No, it's fine. It's fine.
because I know that Croc would have been distraught if his new rat friend had died.
Wait,
Yeah,
for Andrew and
yeah.
Croc.
Yes, but I have to talk in character about Croc being distraught, but I know in real life Croc would be distraught because Andrew really likes weird pets.
No, I completely understand that. I get it.
I know why you did it, but it's like everything was in character. You're like, stop attacking him. The rat didn't, so you bonked the rat. And then we were like, you hit rat, you bastard.
You become enemy. Also, I think it is really funny that anytime there's some sort of liquid in a room, I'm like, oh shit,
Okay.
someone's gonna drink that. And then look toward Lawrence's character and like, that someone's gonna try and drink that.
What happened? What's up?
Oh, we're just
Nothing,
talking.
we were just talking. Well, we thought you were both disconnected because we can't see you in the other chat.
Alright. We moved to a different chat.
Monsters.
A secret chat. For when I need to tell people secret things.
Monsters.
Personality traits, rat.
Just like this.
Okay, well, that one would be Graham, I guess.
Yeah. That bastard going off into secret chats.
Secrets that I don't know about. Shame.
Because spoilery reasons.
Oh, my rat is
Aw.
so good. My rat has more hit dice than the whole party, technically.
For some reason, all of my vassals hate me. It's not because I'm murdering them all and, taking all of their land off them.
No, I'm sure there's some other reason.
Of course. I just need to make one up now.
I'm so pleased that rat got a crit on its first hit. The rat is the greatest character, even if they do no damage.
It's got that wizard shitting himself.
I'm trying to think how to increase the power of the rat.
I don't know of any like feats or druidic stuff that can amp up the power of familiars.
It's not a familiar, it's a sidekick. So it's its own person.
Alright.
He's level 8. Wait, you're a wizard. How much HP do you have?
Currently, 59.
Oh my
I've
god.
been, I've been rolling for my hit points.
The rat has 17. That's
17.
that's so little for level 8.
Wait, so you mean that almost one tapped the rat?
Yes.
Yeah, you would. You've got to give Bigfoot off sword.
You hit a rat with a sword.
You're a fusion of the two hardest hitting melee fighters in the game. You could probably one-shot me if you really rolled real well.
If I crit, the damage is, and I use both hands,
And if you use the smite.
and I use the smite, so I'd be rolling 2d10s. I can also rage as well, so
Yeah.
I'd be 2d10s on the sword, 2d10 plus 3, but another plus 2 because I'm raging, so really it's plus 5. So 25
Plus your
plus
smite.
plus the smite. The most
Thunder-
damage. The most damage I can do is 2d6.
Is Thunderous Smite your biggest one?
Yeah.
So that's
So
2d6.
So if I'm maxed out on that, that would
25 plus 12, 32. And then you get extra attack, so double it.
well, no, because then smite damage is also doubled when you get a crit. So it would be 4d6.
And the rat can get a maximum of 5 with a crit.
Flooded into his brain.
Hmm? What? Ah, I'm here.
Yes, you are. You're RU, and a brand new Constantine's just come off the line, and all the memories have hit him all at once.
Excellent. Hello.
Like, Constantine is just screaming.
Just, you would just keep watching. Just, he's got to stop at some
Eventually,
point.
the mental pain subsides, and he's like, the screaming slows down as he like clutches onto the gun as his support stick, like in the same way that like children would like a doll or a toy or something like that.
It's your support gun.
Yeah. And he points at RU.
No. Don't do that.
What's going on? Why?
You want to be alive. You want to fight, don't you? Bring peace to the universe.
Yes, but why are there? Does the maths and that probably does it wrong and be like 105 of me?
Well, you're the one who said that your species are the best for getting things done, and you're really good. So wouldn't more of you be better?
I can see the tactical advantage of this, but why do I know what's happening to all of the me's?
That's just a side effect. It's so you're all connected. Wouldn't that be the best tactical advantage, knowing everything your allies know?
Does this sound like the idea of this sort of ability to know what all of your allies know, sound like a dangerous thing to Constantine, who's maybe had a lot of experience dealing with things that have like that style of hive mind?
Yes. Constantine feels like this is very dangerous. He feels like this might be he feels like mind flares have a similar connection.
He'll be like, "Why are you turning me into something that's close to my most hated enemy?"
Look, you have to look at the bigger picture.
The bigger picture is that they are the greatest danger to the universe. Why? What?
No. The greatest danger to the universe is everyone fighting.
No. People fighting isn't a bad problem. People fighting is a good thing.
Well, I'll give you time to think on it.
I live to fight. I was born to fight. I was trained like everybody I know was built to fight.
Exactly. And now you have a whole horde of your own selves.
And
Think-
now we can go kill all the mind flayers.
Eh, if they don't agree with the peace plan, yeah.
Peace. I don't know that word.
You remember seeing signs, because you remember like coming out of a facility, and all over the facility, so like, over a couple of the doors, you said like this room is reserved for Operation Peace.
What 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 is Operation Peace? He says he's like clutching his head still.
It's where everyone in the universe gets along.
But once they get along, I don't have a purpose anymore.
You can have a new purpose. Thus, we need people to make sure that everyone stays getting along.
Do I still have Constantine's?
You should. I don't think I've removed Constantine's sheet.
I
from
do
your
have
control.
it. I would like to do something a second. Could make a wisdom save. See how Constantine deals with this shit. Constantine doesn't really get what's happening and doesn't get what he means and feels out of place. And just sort of like shuts down a bit and tries starting to go through his memories to figure out what's happening.
As you try and like pour through them a bit more, you notice that like the first Constantine was like a bit like it's a bit weird, but he was like, because the first time he was like, there's something I need you to go do. There's like an enemy on this planet that's like impeding my like research into stuff there. Can you go deal with it? So, like him and a couple of his friends were like, sure. But over time, a lot of Constantine's just got more panicked over like all of the memories. That's what you're generally gathering.
What I'm generally going through right now.
Yes.
He doesn't like feeling that as a weakness and will try and like push through
Sure.
and stand up and be like, the easiest way for me to work through this is to be given an end pointed at an enemy. Tell me who I need to kill, and maybe I can sort through my mind a bit better while I have a target.
Would there be any known like missions coming up, Joseph?
Yeah, you have a couple of raids planned, and I mean, technically, you could assign him as like a guard for the delivery, or you could send him to keep investigating the planets.
Oh yeah, there's a delivery going to, oh, what's his name? A new business investor we've got. You could go along and defend that. Apparently he's been getting attacked by some weirdos.
What do the weirdos look like?
We're not really sure. There's just like a group of people seem to not like him.
Okay.
Yeah, all you really know is he said people are like disrupting him and attacking him.
Okay. Point me in the right direction and I will defend your shipment.
Excellent. And you would lead him towards like whoever was in charge of that like that deployment.
Are there any
yeah.
more of me spare?
Yeah, there's like you're produced typically in batches of 5, so like 4 other versions of you, all with this, all who've literally just had the same conversation, like group up with you.
Like this Constantine Prime from the batch will ask, like, may I have the help of the others to put out whatever this threat is?
Oh yeah, sure. That's the idea. The more of you there is, the more you can help each other.
Okay.
Uh,
Constantine does a formal salute. The Constantines do a formal salute,
yes.
like as one at the same time without realizing it.
You notice that the project manager, who's like managing the delivery, is a familiar scientist. You recognize him from the zombie project.
Oh, you're still alive. Good to see.
He just says, "Oh yeah, what's the squad name for this one?" He asks, "Are you?"
Ooh, well, you're questioning things, so why don't you come up with a name? You can be the leader of this platoon.
How about Teal Squadron?
And he like looks over at Constantine. Do you like that?
I'd rather be a Cyan Squadron if there's no Cyan Squadron yet.
How about the Hippos of Death?
Do like we're gonna be coming in a ship, right?
Yeah. We've
So
got
how
a
about the flying death hippos?
we've got a transport ship with our special VIP in a storage unit.
So the flying death hippos?
Flying Death Hippos. Okay, that's your new code name.
Right. Good luck out there, flying death hippos.
You're like led to a ship.
They all have their armor on and they've got like put the laser rifles over their shoulder.
Yeah. A pilot steps aboard. The scientist remains with RU and stuff. He's like, right, here's the specs for the delivery. Hands to the pilot. Constantines, if you have any questions, ask the pilot. Just make sure that VIP gets to our drop zone. It's vital that it gets some combat experience.
Have we been provided with a full stock of explosives?
You have all of your equipment.
Okay.
Wouldn't want to take away Constantine's favorite thing.
Okay.
You based on like the memories that you have, you would realize that you seem progressively better and better funded and equipped each like per batch usually.
Sure. But I still am. So basically, I've got like 5 level 6 Constantine's head down on this.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Good to know. Again, the group salutes as the door goes up.
Cool. And that's that mission departed. Okay, I'll send you back to the rest for now. while I
Away
have
we go.
a small tiny word with Andrew before rejoining
Oh.
everybody.
Away Andrew does
Okay.
not go.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Andrew.
Things are going well, I take it.
Things are going exceedingly well. In fact, you have a new recruit.
Ooh.
Someone has approached you and has asked if they can just generally help out. They're like a researcher.
Sure, the more the merrier. That's the idea of Project Peace, everyone coming together.
Cool. Now I have to roll some dice in a different chat so that people don't notice things.
All the
That's-
different chats and all the different secret calls.
Yeah. Progress in general is coming along. What's the next project you want them to work on, by the way? Because they're getting pretty close to the end of this one.
Well, so how's progress on the tadpole nanomachines going?
Oh, well, obviously we've made the first like beta test prototype that we're sending off to like get some combat experience and data from that, so we
Mhm.
can like perfect it and make the proper version. We've figured out how to implement your code so that each one like automatically assumes, the whole RU thing. And we figured out that if we put some nanomachines inside them, they can reproduce the metal needed to add the cyborg component on their own, essentially. So that, like,
Excellent.
even if somebody that doesn't have any metal on them can now be converted into a full-fledged killing machine.
Yeah, well, everyone's got a bit of metal in them.
Yeah. So progress has come along quite well. We just need some combat data, really, in order to, like, fine-tune and figure out its weaknesses and stuff. Where there's a predicted chance, there's a high chance that they'll be vulnerable to thunder or lightning.
Yes, electricity is always an issue.
Other than that, they're pretty good in most fronts. We're predicting that they'll be quite hard to kill. Very hearty, incredibly strong. But the real threat is, again, so the incorporated mind flare element means that we've sort of retrofitted the tentacles on the face to instead of being just tentacles, they can now shoot one tadpole each.
Oh, very
and they can, like,
interesting.
burrow in. We've also realized that the intelligence of these creatures varies a bit, because the mind flare genes make them more intelligent, and the IU obviously allows you for control, but, like, the zombie element has had an interesting reaction where, like, some of them grow very intelligent, but usually have weaker, like, biological aspects. So typically they're smaller, less physically strong, but are more mentally gifted. And others sometimes grow to be very strong physically, but pretty mentally deficient.
I suppose we could continue research into figuring out what causes each factor.
So, like, we can keep going on into that and maybe figure out how to isolate these variants and potentially reproduce them for specific roles. Like, we might have some combat-oriented tanky ones and some...
Oh, we might be able to figure out each variance and combine them so you can have the
That's
best of
true.
both worlds.
We might be able to do that as well. We'll get on that. The science team then will head off back to work. You're also very careful to separate the, like, mind flares and the Constantines.
Yeah, they're on different floors.
Yeah.
We've only had
But yeah.
one Constantine go at the wrong floor and it did not go well.
Yeah, I mean, that time that Constantine had to be, like, very much... He had to be wiped from the collective, let's say.
Yeah.
Disconnected quickly. But yeah, now we'll return to everybody else.
With peace and love.
Yes.
Cut to the film.
Okay, powwows have been had with all the people. Things have happened.
Things haven't happened.
Yes.
Some of us have gone insane.
Everything's
Some
good.
of us have realised how fucked everything is.
Everything's fine.
I've realised I now have like 7 characters to be controlling at some point in the near future.
Maybe,
Oh God.
maybe more.
It's all
God,
good.
why do you keep doing this? Let me die.
Never.
And I think we'll call the session there.
Yeah, lots of progress, lots of fun.
And now
We-
you've defeated
we-
all 4 of Ben Oren's evil general people.
We have uncovered the Wizard of
That's
Oz.
That's literally, yeah, I was just going to say when he was like, don't pay any attention to that wizard behind the curtain. I was like, this is the Wizard of fucking Oz, isn't it?
Yes. You've defeated the Wizard of Oz. Well done.
And we've recruited him,
Yes.
just like everyone else.
Reminder
By
to anyone
force.
who listens this far: like and subscribe to Andrew's channel.
I wouldn't do
everybody like
that.
and subscribe. Everybody remember to like and subscribe.
It's a
Hit that bell
terrible
button.
idea. So,
Do it. The law.
also, never forget, Rat crit on its first attack.
Yes. The rat
Rat
is the
crits.
best.
Okay, so I guess tune in next time for maybe going after the actual dragon.
Or, like,
Possibly
subscribe jammers.
the like and subscribe jammers.
Ugh.
Yeah.
If Mox dies, I'm gonna make a fucking bot werewolf called Lycan subscribe.
Yes.
Lycan.
Oh, I can
Yeah,
only
so
I can
last
only
month's
barely
live.
put up with the terrible puns from Lawrence.
Lawrence doesn't make puns. Lawrence just makes dirty statements, as his name's usually.
Yeah.
and then calls his character Steve.
I'm sure there's some
No,
sort
no.
of hidden dirty joke.
There's
Probably.
something in there. You need a freaking comedy genius to find it.
Or a psychiatrist degree.
Well, I mean, it's so hidden that I don't even know what it is.
Wow, that is very well hidden.
So,
The best kind of secrets, the one that even you don't know.
So
all secrets.
So good.
I also I love the fact that we're getting so much money for completing the job. I just have zero money.
You have no. Apparently.
Yeah, that just occurred to me is that we haven't gotten any gold at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I was trying to prize them freaking doors open with reduce, because I was like, one of these has got to be a fucking bank vault or
so
something.
the issue we've had effectively is that no one we have beaten up has had money on them,
Was it didn't help that I set fire to 3 of them.
and also we took a job that was going to pay us out a bunch of money at the end rather than some up front, some at the beginning. And this was the problem the original characters who took the job was. Never mind the characters who got this job while the person who pays you for the job was way off planet.
This is true.
And then there's always the chance that at the end we'll just get betrayed.
I mean, I really want it. Like, I just want to fight this dragon and see if we die.
Just to see if we die.
Yeah.
Always hopeful.
Why do you want to see if you guys will die?
I mean, because if we're successful, then we won't die.
This is true.
As long as the
See
rat
what the problem
survives.
As long as the rat makes it.
What a
Alright.
ragtag bunch. Which are mostly animals.
Yes.
I'm an animal most of the time. I can help it.
Kobold's sort of like an animal. And,
We all classed as a monstrous race.
and then there's just some guy in armor.
And then there's the human. And the wizard. Don't forget the wizard. The wizard is an important part of the team. He's
What?
the pilot.
What race are they again? Was it elf?
Yeah, I was
Elf,
wanting to know
yeah.
that as well.
Yeah.
He's an elf. So Mox would be looking at him going, pompous prick.
He isn't on the ship when you return, though.
Oh,
he,
great.
he did leave a message that he has to stay on the planet for. Actually, I need to roll this.
For reasons. For a
Okay,
time.
I'm heading off.
Okay.
Then.
Talk to you later.
okay.
Yeah,
10.
see you
Yeah,
later.
no,
Bye
10 days.
bye.
Oh, yeah. He will be gone for 10 days.